hello. This is a bit different. You are hearing me before the intro, but I'd just like to apologise that we did promise Footloose would be out this week, and the guest can't make it to the recording, so we decided we would postpone it. It probably will be coming out this year, but it won't be for a couple months now, so we still hope you enjoy this episode. Thank you. Hello and welcome back to the 80s Cinema Club. This is episode 15.
God,
You excited, Alfie?
Moderately.
Alfie is moderately excited.
Episode 15 is kind of mad. We've made it 12 more episodes than we aimed.
I like
12 episodes since Theo left us. long may he rest.
You're going to bring that up at every milestone.
I probably will, yeah. Episode 100.
Episode 420. Just 400 and something episodes
417
ago.
episodes since Theo left us. It's been a long road.
Long road. But this week, we are looking at Weird Science.
Yeah, it's a pretty weird film.
No, yeah.
If we had a drum roll
1985 film. Directed by John Hughes, creator of Ferris Bueller and other things. He also wrote this film.
Yeah.
It stars Kelly LeBrook as Lisa, Anthony Michael Hall as Gary, Ian Mitchell Smith, I forgot to put his name, but I know it's Wyatt, Bill Paxton as Chet, Suzanne Snyder as Deb, and Judy Aronson as Hilly. The plot is as follows. That sounds really bad when I say that, actually. Two teenage boys, Gary Wallace and Wyatt Donnelly, are struggling socially. Girls aren't attracted to them, and boys bully and embarrass them. Their lack of girlfriends leads them to try to create their own woman, Dr. Frankenstein style, but with a computer instead of body parts. Their experiment proves successful, and their perfect woman is created. She is named Lisa. She helps them gain popularity and confidence, but also gets them into some dangerous situations.
Ooh.
The film had a budget of $7.5 million. Quite big, to be honest.
Yeah.
And it had a box office of $38.9 million.
Oh, wow.
So I mean, it's quite a decent success for like the type of movie it is.
Yeah.
Especially when so many movies like that are being released.
Mhm. That's true.
Definitely a weird film this week. Likes and dislikes, Mr. Meeman. Likes and dislikes. We'll start with the likes, like usual.
Yeah.
The first off the bat, the Weird Science song.
Oh yeah, you talked about this before we start the episode.
Absolute banger.
It's actually not bad. I hadn't really paid much attention to it, but
Banging tune, many would say.
Yeah.
I don't know why. When them credits started playing, I was like, this is
weird. Weird Science.
How many times are we just going to say this is
Probably
weird?
quite a lot. But like in the big episode, the amount of times it dropped big throughout the discussion.
I'm sorry, I apologise, everyone. Okay, straight into it then. I don't really... It's a weird film to try and comment on because it's another one of those films where there's not much really happening in the fact of they kind of made it because they thought this would be a cool idea. Like John Hughes, like teenage film man.
Oh yeah.
Like it's just another one of him writing a script in 2 days, giving it to Universal and being like, "Do you want to do this?" And they're like, "Oh, fuck yeah, we'll get some money." Anyway, the hacking scene.
Oh, I've got that too. The cliche as fuck hacking scene. Although there's this massive firewall. I'm in.
It's not even the fact because every time you hear that in a movie, because they even said we're in.
Oh god,
like,
yeah.
You usually don't see it, or you usually see like loads of text scroll on the screen. Yeah. They actually decided to do it like he was playing some sort of computer game and like blasting through literal walls. And there was like, imagine if you were hacking into like, I'm assuming it was some sort of government computer.
Yeah, it looked
and then like a massive skull and crossbones just appears on your screen.
Their encryption software.
And you click the space bar on it.
Oh yeah.
And it closes it off.
It was definitely a weird scene. I put that down to just I love how the cliche hacking scene was even in 1983.
Yeah. I mean, one of the major things I liked about it, which I kind of like, is you could not film this today.
No, Jesus, no.
And not just for some of the more like obvious things with like the literal child romance with like the woman, but just some of the way like Wyatt and Gary talk to each other about women and about college.
Oh god,
it
yeah.
Really like college. It really gave off like an in-betweeners vibe to me.
Yeah, no, I can get
like,
that.
Obviously that's English. It's not. This is an American thing.
Yeah,
but it's the same type of talk where it's like the realism of what they would have been like, and like now if you like try to make something like that, you kind of get shut down from like
Yeah, the objectifying standpoint really
Yeah.
is the issue. I
And a
find
lot
it quite
of,
funny to
you
think
know-
about there. This is literally big. Again, you've got the child romance with an older woman.
Oh no, this is right. Wow.
We planned these episodes accidentally to fit right next to each other.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that's
quite a funny comparison.
actually I never. I
just realised that when we
I've just
talked about
realised that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, you couldn't film it today. Just
No, definitely
some
not.
of the things that go on. It's like I don't know what goes through some people's minds when
Yeah.
they were like accepting films back then. But I mean, it's like the social aspects of today and things like
Yeah, I'd agree.
people, dare I say, are a bit more sensitive
Oh, it's a very different culture.
towards things like that.
Yeah, from the 80s especially, it's a very different culture now.
Most of my likes just tend to be like some funny lines that they've said.
There's a lot in this.
One of my favorite things is when Gary gets really drunk
Oh my god, yeah.
in the bar, and his accent is amazing.
Yeah, I don't know why he almost... I can't pick up on what the accent actually is, but it's such
It's like
a
he decided he
strange
wanted to
one.
be some sort of gangster, like halfway through meeting
Yeah,
them.
I was like, it's such a weird
Because like when they're
scene.
going back in the car, they're like, I think Lisa asked him, "Are you okay?" And he's like, "Yeah, my nuts are halfway up my ass."
Yeah,
It's like,
oh man.
what is going on?
It was so chaotic, I'll be honest, that entire scene.
Other
was
lines
horrible.
include, oh yeah, when Lisa goes to meet Gary's parents.
Oh yeah.
One of my favorite lines of the film was when she goes something like, "You've so deprived your son," or something. He has to like toss off to a magazine in the
Oh,
bathroom, and the mother just stands up and goes, "You told me you were combing your hair."
Oh god, no, it's terrible, man.
It was such an out of pocket thing.
It really was.
I thought she would have like started crying.
Yeah.
Or like I don't know, like saying
But
I'm
no.
ashamed of you. No, she just decided to say
He wasn't
you told
combing his
me
hair,
you were
man.
combing your hair. Other moments like when the party starts and they open the door and everyone goes hi.
Yeah,
to
like-
Lisa in unison, and it has the long shots.
Yeah.
and like
For, like,
bird's eye view of all the people,
300 people all outside waiting.
just
Pretty
because they
impressive. I
want
love
to
as
see
well,
Lisa.
they talked about, distributing the word through the school. But it looks like there's people who are in like the 30s in the crowd at the start there. It's like, how have they found out that she's walking through the street? Like, oh no, there's this really hot girl throwing a party over at, Wyatt or Gary's house. And like, who
Yeah.
the fuck's that? There's a hot girl, so we'll go.
No. Yeah, there's this girl. And it's like, to be honest though, there is a bit of a thing with like 30-year-olds playing high schoolers in American
Yeah.
movies. Like, although, it's more scenes is when they're at the house and for some reason there's a bartender.
Yeah, I think he might have been from the bar earlier.
He was from the bar earlier, and the guy has kind of have the whole bottle, and he says, "You bend over and I'll shove it up your ass." And he
How about
goes,
you
"I'll
bend
have it
over?
on the rocks." Then he said, "That's what I thought."
Oh, no, it's hilarious.
I don't know why so these people just like.
There was a lot of out of nowhere lines, but it kind of added to it. I wrote down how strange Robert Downey Jr. looks. Because he's just such a strange guy to be dropped in the middle of nowhere.
Wait, Robert Downey Jr.'s in this film.
He didn't fucking... Oh my god.
No, what? What do you mean?
He's one of the bullies.
Is he?
Yeah. How the fuck do you not realise that?
I don't think. Is he? I don't
Yeah.
think. Is he?
He is.
I didn't think.
I had to double check this because I wasn't sure myself. Robert Downey Jr. plays Ian.
Oh shit.
I'll get a picture up to show
never-
you while we're here.
Oh, that's probably why I didn't realize.
Yeah, no, it's like... I saw him, was like... He's got such a distinct face shape that I was like, no, it must be him. Let me get
Actually,
it
yeah,
up.
I never noticed that. That's really
There
weird.
we are. Robert Downey Jr. in Weird Science, 1985.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I thought the guy looked a bit weird.
Yeah, he does
You
look
know,
really weird.
Another weird joke.
A bit freakishly. He also shat in someone's trailer as well. That was a funny thing I found out. He constantly joked on set about shitting in someone's trailer. Joking in Kelly LeBrook's trailer. Didn't actually, but then did to another female cast member at some point. A nice little fun fact. It's almost like Harrison Ford mooning fuck, I forgot her name already. Someone in the Blade Runner episode we talked about that.
yeah.
You
I
gotta
think
love the shenanigans that get up on set.
this what do you call it? This film definitely had one of the best lines ever committed to cinema.
Yeah.
Girls schmirls.
What the fuck? I missed that one. What was that?
It's. I'm fairly sure it's when the bullies are trying to decide whether they want to like get with Lisa instead of their own girlfriends. And they look at each other and they go, "Girl schmirls," and then they like
God,
start-
yeah. Oh no.
I know this is really bad, but there's a film, and I cannot remember what film it is,
Uh-huh.
and it has a line very similar, very different tone,
Right.
where he says genocide, schmenocide.
What the fuck?
I can't remember what it
You've
was.
been reading too
It'll
much
be some
Mein Kampf.
superhero film or something, and there's like some comically bad supervillain.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
like, it just reminded me of that line, with very
Almost
different
wanted the
tone,
boys.
but just reminded me of that line.
Genocide.
I,
What a way to derail the episode.
I know, right?
Ooh.
Line like in the party scene when the weird bikers.
Oh, the
Attack.
mutant bikers appear.
Yeah, and then
What
they
the
all
fuck?
turn out to be just total normal guys, and the bald one who looks really weird just goes, "I'd hate to lose my teaching job."
In the most like concerned voice I think
I
I've
know.
ever heard.
It's like I don't know. It seemed like those, like an embarrassing hobby you have. It's
Oh,
like,
God,
I
yeah.
don't know, like say like he was embarrassed that he went to Comic-Con, or that I don't know, he was a furry or something.
Yeah, he's
this
like, oh.
is his pastime. And he's like, I hate to lose my teaching job.
Teacher by day, mutant biker by night. Fair enough.
I guess more serious likes of the film. I think it's surprisingly good meta commentary on the high school experience and teenagers as a whole.
So, yeah.
Because the two girls literally talk to each other. They go, "Oh, we've only been with them for 3 months." I think, "Oh, but we'll lose all our social circle."
Yeah. Ugh.
And then obviously, like, when Lisa talks about the parties, she's like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go to this party where there's gonna be drugs, kids, like, you know."
Yeah, drugs,
She
sex,
basically
booze,
explains the stereotypical what you're thinking of a party's gonna be.
high school orgy, I think she called it.
Yeah, that's what she called it.
Ooh.
We mentioned this quite a lot in films, but it does really make it better is when the two main characters actually seem to have a genuine relationship with each other.
Oh, yeah.
So Gary and Wyatt, they do play off each other really well,
They do, yeah. It was quite a nice dynamic between them.
and I think something you can tell that they're literally. I think they were the youngest cast members because they were 15.
Yeah.
They were actual teenage. They were playing the age which you tend not to see because like all the other characters were definitely like in their 20s,
Yeah.
at least, and they were like 15.
I mean, like we're saying, you got Robert Downey Jr. playing a bully of the similar age, and let me see.
Well, he's
So
gonna-
in 1985, Robert Downey Jr. had been 20 years old.
Yeah, so it's like they're the youngest people in the cast by like quite a long shot,
Yeah.
considering the change that happens.
For real, they definitely are.
There was so many weird like messages embedded in the film. Like the film is like about accepting who you are, who you are,
Yeah.
but like it's obviously masked by all the other stuff. But that's what
It
the
is, yeah.
message is trying to give.
It's such a weird way to put across kind of a meaningful message about growing up.
I know. I said it's the weirdest coming of age story I think
Yeah.
I've ever probably
It
watched.
really is. It's such a strange way to do it. I think that's kind of what made me think it's such a sort of it took away from it for me because I was like, whoa, I can't really process what I'm watching here because there's
Yeah.
so much going on. I'm like, whoa, right.
See, it depends. I had like a different view. It was a bit. I don't know. I think I kind of liked the wackiness of the film because it
Oh,
seemed
yeah.
like it was still quite like grounded in the fact
Oh,
that it was still
yeah.
these teenagers, but because it had like the meta commentary on it, it was kind of you could see it was taking the mick out of it, and it didn't go like too far with it or anything.
No, yeah.
I think
Quite
something I
fair.
noticed, which we haven't actually, we have a bit in some other 80s films, but like, I think the word is gratuitous, like for the nudity, because it just
Yeah.
means it doesn't need to be there. It's not like massive in this film, but you
Oh,
can
yeah.
tell it's there because there's the woman who gets sucked up the chimney,
Yeah.
who just gets all like pretty much all her clothes taken off. There is the I think it's one time when they're on the computers. There's the image of all the women flicking on one of the computer screens,
Yeah.
and it's all of like magazines and naked women and stuff. And I feel like that's something like I said before, you couldn't make this.
Oh,
today.
probably not.
Like-
No, I wouldn't have thought.
I know it's like a bit of a yeah.
Yeah, it's very strange, really. Now, especially you kind of comparing the standards of modern film to 80s film, where you could it was much more lenient, really, with what you could get away with.
Oh,
back then,
yeah.
as we've seen. But yeah,
With other films, I think that's not the thing about these films. Like, you like them, it is basically you like all the little moments in them.
yeah,
It's not like because it is a coming of age story, and it is, but it's not like it's overshadowed by so much stuff, which isn't, I don't think, necessarily a bad thing.
no,
It just
it's
doesn't
not
give
really.
it an overall meaning, really.
Yeah, it doesn't give the meaning a chance to shine through. Compare it to Stand By Me, which is a very good coming of age story
Yeah.
we've looked at. That kind of just let the story be the focus and
Yeah,
the message
exactly.
be the focus of the story even. But this is kind of like, you've got the message, then you've got kind of a story that would just generally appeal to all teenage audiences to kind of get as many people to watch it as
Oh, yeah.
possible.
So I think if we move on to the dislikes, then seems like a decent segue into it. Gary, he's very creepy.
Yeah, he is, isn't he?
I prefer Wyatt a lot more because he seems like a more genuine character. Well, like I know like Gary's drunk scenes and that they have comedic effect and they're fine. It's just like at the beginning when he comes up with the idea to like, and I know it's like, I don't know, like teenage boy fantasies of like having the perfect woman and stuff like that. But the fact like it comes to his head, he's like, oh bro, we can make a computer, and he's like, I don't care if it's just on the screen. The guy's basically just like trying to make his own porn.
He just wants to watch porn
on his like, I don't know what you think computers can do. I mean, obviously the person does come to life, but I don't know what you think.
In a freak accident,
I don't know what you think computers can do.
It's quite funny, isn't it?
It's like you're always simulating that stuff. Like,
yeah, what's he simulate on the computer?
I don't know. I think he's like.
That's the funny thing.
I don't get it. See, these are really hard for me, like, because these aren't things I really disliked about the film. It's more things that I just found like, and this is like the 80s culture and stuff again. It's like Lisa showering with the two boys.
Yeah.
So I mean, obviously, when they actually filmed it, she wouldn't have been naked.
Yeah, no, she
like,
wasn't.
It's like, but they just stood in the shower behind this woman. Lisa, she always keeps saying in the film that she does whatever the boys want, but she literally never does anything the boys want.
No,
technically,
I guess, it's taken in the route that it's what they want but don't know it.
Yeah, so she says like, I'll do whatever they say. No, you don't. You do what they want. So they want to be popular, so you throw them a party, but they actually don't want the party. So it's just a bit of a weird way to like kind of say to everyone that you do whatever they say.
Yeah,
and you don't really. I just found it really funny. The boys literally have the power to create anything.
Yeah. Because you get that with the gun at the end.
The missile, like
and
the massive missile that gets created because they forgot to like strap the doll in that made the character in the first place. Doll. So it's like
they could do whatever they want.
If they put something else there and then started up the machine, like they could create anything.
Yeah, although you would have thought the federal government would clue in after the first incident and maybe try and figure out who the fuck hacked into their massive supercomputer to create a woman.
Maybe
bit of an interesting one.
I think the most obvious thing is the scene where Lisa is just making out with Wyatt.
Yeah, it's a really weird scene, I'll be honest.
Because we talked about it in Big last week.
Yeah,
but the thing with Big is it was Tom Hanks playing the character. In this, it's a 25-year-old woman literally making out with a 15-year-old boy.
It's
because they're like, I don't know, it's like it's film, but that happened.
It's like the funny thing is, it's not like it happens and moves on. It lingers on that for a good minute.
She asked him 3 times, "Do you want to do that again?"
Yeah.
And I get why they do it because it's supposed to.
Oh yeah,
it's supposed to gain him confidence and stuff because you get a payoff at the end when he actually he kisses I think it's Hilly. Is that the one he likes? Wyatt, and he does exactly what Lisa did, and it's like, I mean, she was also 21, that actress. I looked it up and I was like, I gotta check this, and no, she was like 20 and 21 as well.
This film is so bizarre, man. Genuinely.
And it's like, I get it. I found it quite funny if you kind of like step back a second. And not. I don't know, and it's like no one's gone after the film, but I saw, and I don't agree with this. This is just a review or like someone's article of it. It was like weird science where 2 teenage perverts create a paedophile. And I was like, I get where they're coming from. It's a bit much considering it still is a film and it's made for jokes. Because it's not a serious film. It works.
It kind of takes that
like if it was like there's nothing like dark going on or sinister.
No, not really.
It is like it's made for jokes, which does make it a bit better. It just
it's marketed
seems a bit like
teenage
creepy.
audiences as well.
And that's what I mean. I guess like because they made it, it's like the teenage fantasy.
Oh
this kid why he's like, oh my god, this is like amazing.
Exactly. But obviously, then looking at it from an alter perspective, I can get what they mean. Really.
Yeah, exactly. When you find like, because obviously it wouldn't have been. And I'm not saying like because for this point in the story, she had to kiss the 15-year-old.
Yeah.
It's the fact he actually is 15 when they shot this.
Yeah, true. That's
the weird part. It's not. Well, it is a bit weird the fact that this thing happens, but because of the comedic effect, it's not too bad.
It kind of detracts from it a little bit, doesn't it?
Which I I don't know. I still really love the film. It's
Yeah,
I don't know
for
why.
me,
There
it's
was just
sort
something
of
while I watched it. I was really laughing. I was really enjoying it, and it kind of did that. Made me look over the stuff like that.
Oh, right,
But
yeah.
only because I've like written it down. I'm like I know that's happened, but I still think it makes it like a really funny film.
This is going to be a massive difference in
Yeah, I
scores, I'm
think
telling you
so.
already,
So if
mate.
we've got nothing else to say, we might as well go on to the ratings.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Alfie,
I'll kick it off.
What have you
and
rated this
completely
film?
contrast, Harry, in that I didn't find the film very funny at all.
oh,
I kind of sat there and was like, this
Oh,
is
no.
this is really boring. As we said, the message is kind of, it's a good one about coming to terms with yourself, being confident and, you know, growing up. But just the way it was delivered for me was really not the best. So I've given it a 5.
a 5.
Flat 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of expected this to be a big difference.
Okay, so basically, I thought it's one of the funniest films we've done.
Oof.
I really liked it for different reasons to other films I've rated quite highly. Like Stand By Me, I think was the highest one. That's also a coming of age story, but it's rated so highly because of the realistic but more like emotional way they do it. Where I like sometimes this is one of the films where I really liked and I could just sit and like watch it quite a few times to look back at the jokes. And I gave it an 8.
An 8? Jesus, man.
Which gives the full film a
What, a
6.5.
My God. Biggest difference in ratings I think
That
we've
is
ever
the
had.
biggest difference I think we've had. I think we've usually
then.
felt quite similar on films.
No, this one
But
didn't click
this
for me, I'll
one-
be honest.
No, this one was wow. Questions.
Here we are. Yeah,
We haven't been doing very well the last few weeks. I mean, I haven't done well in any weeks.
It's not been doing too well, and if I'm honest, I don't feel like I'm on my trivia again today, so it might be your chance.
Yeah,
to,
I always think when I'm reading all the
take me
things
back.
about the trivia and the questions, and I watch the film, I'm like, you know what? I'm ready for this. And then we get to the section, and then you ask me a question, and I know your questions tend to be a bit out there. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know. And I don't know if it contributes to the fact we like record multiple things at once.
Oh, yeah.
So I've like got mixed information in my brain.
That's true.
I don't know. It's just
I just scrolled back through my trivia and saw Dick Warlock from the last flipping episode, and it cracked me up a bit.
okay. Then you go first. Then
Right, so this is Harry had a little teaser of this one, but doesn't know anything about the answers. So, obviously, what the fuck you call it? Sorry, I've forgotten the name already. Weird Science. So it's kind of an interesting title anyway, but in different languages it had some pretty strange translations. So which of these isn't the official translation into the language? I will give you the language alongside of it.
okay.
To be fair, this isn't English. It's not. This is like it's translated to Japanese, for example, then back to English.
Yeah, so it's saying like once they've seen Weird Science, made it, and then it's been translated back from the Japanese. Yeah. Okay.
So first one, Electric Jupiter, Japanese. Next one, Cool Magic with Lisa is German.
Cool Magic with Lisa.
Touch Me I'm Yours from Finland, or Dream Woman from Sweden.
So which one of them isn't
Which one of them isn't real?
the Touch Me? No. The one with Lisa in the title.
Cool Magic with Lisa.
Yeah.
No, it's Electric Jupiter from Japan.
How-
It's actually called Electric Venus.
How do you translate Weird Science or something? And then because Lisa's name isn't in the title.
I have no idea. I think it's just their interpretation of the title. They went, yeah, no, fuck it, Cool Magic with Lisa. We'll go with it.
That's like when people have the debate of like the Sorcerer's or Philosopher's Stone.
Oh god, yeah.
Because
get over it.
they thought Americans wouldn't be able to handle the word philosopher.
Jesus. Fair enough.
So they changed it to the Sorcerer's Stone. Although through the entire movie, they're all saying
a
the Philosopher's Stone, and the book is called The Philosopher's Stone.
No, Sorcerer's Stone, man.
I know, right?
Oh, that's hilarious.
Okay, Alfie, first question for you. And
Right.
I'm very worried every time I get one wrong, and I think this is really obscure, and then you get it straight away because
I
you
don't
just.
feel very good
I
at
think you
that,
have
so
a better
we'll see.
memory than me, to be totally honest. First question.
Yep.
What is the name of the bar that Lisa, Gary, and Wyatt visit?
Oh fuck.
I didn't notice this when I watched
It's
it.
it's a blues bar, but I can't remember the name. I remember trying to look this up because I wanted to double check before we did the episode that I was remembering it right, but I couldn't find it properly. Thing is, I know the scene name, but I don't know the actual bar name. I can't give you it on this one.
So is that a pass?
That's a pass.
It is called the Candy Bar.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't have gotten that.
See, I think it appears like when they drive the car up, and I
Yeah.
never noticed it when I watched it, so I thought maybe Alfie hasn't seen it.
Yeah. No, I wanted to double check. So I was like, I bet he's gonna ask you about the bar name, but I forgot to look it
Alright,
up.
second question then.
Right, so in sort of the latter half of the film, in the party, you get Ian and the other bully, I forgot his name because he was less relevant, going up to the room because Wyatt said that he wants to show them how they can create a woman.
Yeah.
Immediately shows his blueprint and they both go, nah, needs bigger tits.
Yeah.
What does Gary call the bigger tits they give on the blueprint? There's a specific name. He says, all right, fine, give them the blank.
Oh, no, I remember. Oh, crap. I'm awful with lines people say.
Yeah.
Especially if they're just like kind of put in passing.
Yeah, this is why I kind of went for it, because I was like, it's a funny one, but it's kind of out of there.
So it's like, okay. So they say it needs bigger. Yeah, okay.
I can almost see you trying to replay the film.
I know I am. I'm trying to do it in my head. I'm like, because I can remember when they did it, and then like it just blows up.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. They give him like the astronomical thing. I can't remember.
It's the knee shooters.
I wouldn't have got that.
Yeah.
That's not what I was-
The second you started looking through, I was like, I've gone with this one. If you managed to get knee shooters from
Yeah.
guessing, I'd been, what on earth
I
has
think
gone
if
wrong
like
there?
I could have. Oh yeah, no. I wouldn't have
Right.
got that.
This has not gone so well.
Right, I think you might get this one, but
Oh, I don't know. I'm in a way today. We'll see how this goes.
what are the 3 materials Lisa asks if the lingerie department has a matching bra in?
The 3 materials. What?
So she says that creepy line where she says,
Oh,
"Do
right,
you
yeah,
think
do you
a
think
15-year-old
turn on
will
a
be turned on by
15-year-old?
this?"
Right.
And then she asks, "Do you have a matching bra in either?" And she says 3 materials.
No.
What are they?
Not got him.
See, I would have got this one. 'Cause
What?
no, like no. I mean, like when I watched it, I thought
Right.
that's a good question,
Okay.
and I would have remembered it because it's quite. Yeah, she asks the creepy line, and then she goes, "Oh, do you have this in either rubber, leather, or barbed wire?"
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I remember it now.
So
It's
we're
a good
doing-
one. I'll give you that.
So what have we got? Is that 0?
That's 0-0 both ways so
So
far.
last question then to see if I can.
Right,
I can
so-
get a point.
The actual film Weird Science is titled after a 1950 comic book anthology series by EC Comics.
I'm not getting this.
So obviously, Weird Science is the anthology series by EC Comics. But do you know? I mean, obviously, if you don't, this is probably gonna be like a redundant question.
Do I know? No.
But what's the name of the actual story it was based off?
That's not from watching the film. I would have had
What?
to.
No,
have-
I mean it actually is like 1950. It's kind of like this is an out there one. Mine seems to get progressively out there as I go.
I know, but that you can't.
We both did research on this. I kind of thought you might have come across it.
I know. That's really. So what is the what is one of what's it again? What is the name of the what?
What's the name of the story it's based off?
Oh, the story is
Because
based off.
Weird Science is like their umbrella thing.
Oh wait, I think I might have seen this, and I cannot remember
it
it.
was in a lot of places when I was looking. So I
Yeah.
thought I'd be alright doing this.
No, I did see it. I think it's. No. I don't know.
If you can get something to the effect, I'll give you.
No, I don't know. I'm just gonna.
Do you want to
say,
just take a wild guess?
Yeah. Lisa comes to Earth. I don't know.
Nah, Maid of the Future.
I don't know if I saw that. That's a good name, but
It's good.
I might have seen it.
I'm not
Right.
gonna get this last one. I don't think.
I hope everyone, because obviously I hope you play along when you. I can say play along. I hope play along when you listen.
If someone
to this.
gets mine, I'll be really impressed. 'Cause
Yeah.
I make these a little
Like,
bit too hard.
I know you probably don't get much entertainment off us not getting them right, but I hope you know them.
Yeah,
And
I hope you're getting these.
Right. Where had Wyatt's parents gone?
Wyatt's parents. Oh fuck. It shows how interesting I found this film because I remember none of it.
But it's like even when we have interest in films, the questions you do to me, I just go blank.
Yeah.
I feel
Where
like
did they go? Oh, I have no idea.
I'll give you a clue. It's a place in America.
A place. Wow, that's really handy, that isn't it? Oh, I have no idea because he had what chat. He was fucking military school. I feel like they mentioned something about a college, but I have no idea. I say they went to go and visit like someone in college.
You're right with the C. because they went to Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati, Ohio.
He
what a
mentions
fucking
it. He
irrelevant
mentions it
place.
once. I think it's when they're starting their sleepover.
Yeah,
See, it's really bad. It's fact, if you give me the answer to something, I can remember where it is in the film. But when you ask me the question, I can't remember where it is in the film.
yeah,
There's like this. The Cincinnati bit is when they sleep over and he goes, "Oh, my parents are visiting Cincinnati for the weekend," and it just stops there.
yeah. No, I would not have ever gotten that.
So, Alfie, is this a relevant film to watch?
No, I don't really think so. It's such a strange way to put across a message, but again, it's one of those things that I think, like Big, for all it's a weird way to put across a message, if you want to sort of ignore the kind of elements of it that are a bit like that, kind of make it feel a bit, that don't necessarily fly by today's standards. It can be a film, like you said, that you enjoyed quite well. So there obviously is something in there. I don't think it was quite for me.
I mean, I say if you like John Hughes teen movies, it's the perfect watch, really, for you. I mean, or just you want some nostalgia from what films used to be like, or comedy films anyway.
Golden age.
The golden age.
Back in Harry's day, this was what all.
But back in my day, when did this come out? 85. So
85, yeah.
21 years before we were born.
No, but back in your day.
Yeah, back in my day, just
Perfect.
never watched this film before until now. It was good though.
Yeah. And that was that. Episode 15 of the 80s.
Yeah, the first episode where we've been pretty split on our decision. I mean, we
Yeah.
didn't rate it like as the worst film ever.
Oh yeah, it wasn't like 1 and 9.
Yeah, it wasn't like if it was lower than a 3 or something, that'd have been like scandalous.
Yeah.
Not you can't be having that. But no.
Harry Peems against individuality on the 80s Cinema Club. Fair enough.
No, we don't think we've ever been so like
No, I don't think we
divided
have yet,
on a
actually.
film, because that's one of my highest rankings, and that's like on the lower end of yours.
Yeah, I think that might be one of the last ones.
See, this is me and Alfie, or I anyway, have come up with an idea of when maybe we get to episode 25, we'll give each other 5 re-ratings to look back on what we did and see, because when I've just remembered, you've rated that higher than Blade Runner. Do you think it's better or worse than Blade Runner?
This?
Yeah.
No, I rated Blade Runner higher than this.
That's what I mean.
Oh,
so
Blade Runner's better than this.
No, okay.
I
See, I
really
don't
didn't like
think
this
so.
film.
Oh.
I found this film really boring to watch, I'll be honest.
Okay, fair enough then. I was just chatting, but
Yeah, no, Blade Runner would come down to like a 6. This would honestly, I could put this lower in my re-ratings. I'll be honest, it just wasn't for me.
jeez.
I
All
was
right.
not a fan.
The thing is, like, obviously, like filmmakers, they can make very different films in people's perspective.
Yeah.
We like love Ferris Bueller's
I
Day
love
Off,
Ferris Bueller, but this
which
for
we'll
me
be
is just
doing
not.
like later this year.
Yeah, it's
But
not it.
when you watch this one, you don't like it.
It's really weird. I know what you mean. But it's,
I mean, obviously,
it didn't work.
every film is different. So
I just found out he did this
But-
at the exact same time that he was doing Breakfast Club.
Yeah, 85. Yeah.
He persuaded Universal to let him do this first, and then he would go on to do Breakfast Club.
Yeah, I think I saw something about. Oh, that was a question I was considering asking.
All right.
Actually, no, it's not. That's a different episode. Never mind.
Ooh.
This is why I need to stop remembering
Dun, dun,
things.
dun. Right.
So, for the usual plugs now.
Yes.
You can follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok.
We really need to start
We
putting
do have a
things on
YouTube,
TikTok.
but Alfie failed in his mission
Yes,
to
I
get some
did.
up there.
Because it's so fucking boring, I'll be honest. I do
It is annoying
apologise,
to
but
upload
it's
stuff
so
to
boring
YouTube,
to convert
and it's a
videos.
lot harder to try and get people to listen.
Yeah.
Because it's not a video, so
True, yeah, it is just a
It
title
is
card
just the
and
audio.
40 minutes of audio.
we will still try and hopefully
We will.
get some
There'll
up,
be some
but
stuff up
the
there
episodes
eventually.
still keep mounting. And we never really mentioned this. We do have an email. I think this is the first time we've mentioned this.
Oh, right, yeah.
You technically, if you really wanted to, can email us if
That
you
is-
don't have any form of social media you want to follow us on.
Yeah, if you're
at,
living in...
80s Cinema Club at gmail.com.
That is true.
I've
No
never mentioned
capitals,
that,
though.
and we've had it since the first day.
Yeah, I mean, equally, it's kind of assumed that people would interact through social media and not email.
Yeah.
But that is a good point, actually.
I mean, if you wanted to, you can. And I think Alfie has a little shout
Oh,
out.
we
for
do
someone.
actually. So, our good friends Aidan and Zach, we were out with them the other evening. We were talking about the podcast, and they've got their own little what's the word for this?
Comedy skits.
Their
channel,
one little
probably.
comedy skit channel on YouTube, which I'm a big fan of, which is the Hot Coffee News. So that's Hot Coffee News at Hot Coffee News on YouTube, and big long time friends of me and Harry since like 2 or 3 years ago in secondary.
Yeah,
Great, guys. I would appreciate if you went over and told me 80 Cinema Club.
Yeah,
if
they
you
paid
are
us
interested.
about 21p for this
21p, but first, first sponsorship, we're slightly less in debt from buying these new microphones now. But eventually, 21p over like, I don't know, every 5 episodes, for like, we might eventually pay it off.
Still take us about hundreds of episodes.
Yeah, let's not do the maths. I don't want to know. But yeah, anyway, so again, thank you for listening to episode 15 of the 80 Cinema Club.
We love you listening as usual. Please contact us
a pleasure.
if you would like to give any movie suggestions. If you want to tell us how bad we did. If you want to tell us how good we did. If you disagree with us, please take it up with us.
If you want me to stop making really bad trivia questions. I feel like I need to start running it in a bit.
Send us a count of how many times we said weird in this video.
Yeah. Oh.
That would be really appreciated.
You said it right off the start, and I had to really stop myself.
Yeah,
from laughing.
and we kept saying it because I'd literally put in my notes, weird this, weird that.
Yeah, it's because it's something I possibly said, so I said it so much.
So thanks for listening, and we will see you next week.
Yes.
Goodbye.
Bye.